Here we are live on this Friday. It is the Friday of the Super Bowl. It's Super Bowl weekend, baby. Let's go. Hope all of you are doing well. I'm going to jump in here and chit-chat a little bit about tonight's games and get ready for a big Super Bowl weekend. So I'll give everybody a little bit of time to jump in here, and then we'll kind of go from there. I love the fact that other people are starting to live stream. It's kind of flattering. Funny and flattering, I guess. Yo, Ed, what's up, baby? How you doing, my brother? Let me share this on Twitter real quick. Hope you guys are ready for a big weekend. Super Bowl weekend. I know I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the Super Bowl. I got some prop plays going in the Super Bowl. Of course, we're just absolutely destroying the board right now in the NBA, as most of you know. Just absolutely killing it. So things are going well, man. I just can't ask for anything better. You know, when you start seeing the board well and you're seeing it clearly, and I look at these games and I'll do an analysis on each one of them, the ones I don't just completely throw off the board. And my score analysis and everything have been right on point for almost every game, every night as of late. So it's been a big deal. So got to keep rolling. Just got to keep rolling. Hey, Ed, did you get a notification, brother? I'm assuming you did. I was a little worried because I put out another video earlier today. I was a little worried that maybe the notifications would not go out. But I hope they do, and I hope everybody can jump in here. Sometimes the notifications are a little late as well, and that's okay. That's the thing about not doing the video or a live video each and every day at the same time, where people know when you're going to be here. You did get one? Okay, good. That can be a bit of a problem, but, it is what it is, and we'll keep working to make it better. I can't be tied down to a certain time each and every day. I just can't do it. I got a lot of things going on in my life. And sometimes I'm not ready to talk at that time each and every day. So that's why I don't do it every day, and that's why I don't do it every day at the same time. So ready for tonight, Ed. I don't know what you think about tonight's games, but I think it's a decent card. One game in particular stands out to me. I will hammer it for 7 units tonight. And, I can't remember the last time I've lost an NBA play, whether it be a prop bet or, an NBA play itself. Well, I say prop bets. I mean, not have a losing night. I think I did go 2-2 one night with prop bets. But the main prop bet I gave out that night was Chris Middleton, and he exploded that night, I believe, for 50 points and 10 rebounds. So seeing the board well right now. So hopefully that can keep going. Hey, Ed, when I released the other video earlier today, did you get that notification as well? I'm just wondering if a lot of people got that notification and didn't get this one. Not sure. Okay, thank you, brother. Oh, Ed, always sharp dressed, man. Always sharp dressed, my man Ed Day. Down there in Mississippi, baby. Mississippi. Mississippi. Huh? I don't know what it was around here, but all the teachers in elementary school around here, Ed, wanted to teach us how to spell Mississippi. It's like it was a big deal to spell Mississippi. Like, man. And then say M-I, crooked letter I, crooked letter I, humpback I. I mean, every grade, kindergarten, first grade, well, maybe not kindergarten, but, when you start spelling it, what is it with Mississippi? Why is that so important? What's up, Moses? How you doing, brother? Ron John, what's up, baby? Ron John, where have you been, bro? You're missing a hell of a run right now in the NBA, man. You want to talk about seeing the board clearly? Killing it, dude. Killing it. I need you, man. Come on. Yeah, they had a spell in Mississippi like it was a big deal. Hey, thanks for coming in, Moses. We're just getting started on the stream. Usually we'll have about 30 people in here chit-chatting about sports. Moses, I don't know if you've been in here much. Usually we'll have somewhere between 20 and 30 of good, solid folks that know the game of basketball or football, and we usually get in here and chit-chat for about an hour. So not every day, but just random times. So you're welcome to come anytime. That Milton bet. Milton. Which one are you talking about, Moses? Milton bet. Oh, Middleton. That's who you're talking about. Oh, you back now? All right, Ron John. Get with me, man. Go ahead and do a week NBA, bro. Week NBA, $99. I'm keeping that special going right now. You know, I mean, why not? We're absolutely killing it in the NBA. Why not do it? Milwaukee, I got you, bro. I got you, Moses. Good stuff, man. So you were in here the other day. Got you, man. Also, I've got a couple of... I know I have two big props I'm playing in the Super Bowl that I found. Man, I don't know if you guys have noticed. Moses, obviously you have. I think Ed has. Ron John hadn't been in a little while, but I have been destroying prop bets in football and in the NBA. When I first started tinkering with prop bets, I wasn't doing very well. But now I have a good angle on them. I know what to look for, and I have found another avenue to make a ton of money. Prop bets have been absolutely killing them. So I'll say this: if you guys don't have a place to bet prop bets, make sure you get a place to bet prop bets. I believe prop bets is on the rise. I think it has been on the rise for a little while. I was a little bit apprehensive, if not negligent about it for a while, but prop bets are a big deal. And you can find some holes in some lines in prop bets. So just like the other night, Moses, when we gave out Chris Middleton, right? Over, what was his total that night, Moses? Do you remember? 36.5, maybe? It was points, rebounds, plus assists. Might have been 36.5, somewhere in there. I can't remember. But, I mean, he scored 50 points. So that took care of it. He had 9. I think he had 10 rebounds, a few assists. But the angle that night, Moses, and I explained it, was simple. You know, no Giannis that night. No Antetokounmpo. He was a scratch that night, and somebody had to pick up the slack. So it was Middleton. We also played Bledsoe over that night. He won. And we played Lopez over that night, and I think that was a loser. So I said we'd probably win 2 out of 3 of them, and that's what we did. And I said if you made me choose one, I would have chose the Middleton one. And the Middleton one is what I gave out for free on Twitter and the DMs as well, was Chris Middleton. So good stuff, man. You know, we'll find some more holes tonight. The thing about prop bets, a lot of times they're a little bit late being given out during the day. Okay? So... if your book doesn't have a prop bet early in the day, just stick with it. It will be there later in the day. So just stick with it. That's right. What's up, Dave? Dave and Cal. What's up, baby? How you living, my brother? Hey, welcome to all of you guys who are fairly new in here. I will tell you, Ron John is a vet. Ed Day is a veteran. Who else did I see up here? Moses is fairly new, and I think Dave. I don't know how long you've been watching, man, but I think you may be one of those guys who just watches and doesn't say a lot, right, Dave? Man, let me tell you about Vegas, Ron John. It's kind of a sad story, man. Dude, my mother-in-law was sick, right? But we thought she was going to be fine. We was already talking about rehab, etc. She was in the hospital. And I talked to my wife. I said, should I go to Vegas? And she's like, yeah, I think everything's going to be okay. We're going to get her back here in rehab. I flew into Vegas at 1 a.m., 1:08 a.m. I got a text early that morning, 6 o'clock from my daughter saying, Dad, you need to get home. I was on a return flight at 9:35 a.m., Ron John. So I slept. I went straight to bed when I got there. I slept. I woke up about 3 hours later, got the text, and I was on the return flight home, man, and she died while I was on the flight. So May she rest in peace, man. We miss her. We miss her. She lived with us, so we miss her, man. But I appreciate you asking about Vegas, Ron John. Unfortunately, it's a sad story, but I'm going to go back again, man. I'm going to go back again. What do you think about a prop that for LeBron? Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at what we got on him tonight, Moses. Yeah, let's take a look. I got you, Dave. Good stuff. Hey, Moses. Everybody welcome Moses. Everybody welcome Moses. He's fairly new. Moses Bethune. Welcome him to the chat, man. Nah, it's okay, Ron John. I appreciate you asking about Vegas, man. I really do. I haven't seen you in a while, man. I appreciate you coming in, dude. What's up, EP? How you doing, brother? Let's welcome Moses. What's up, Flick? Moses, welcome to the chat, man. Stack, what's up? Yes, sir. Everybody welcome my man Moses. He's new. DJ in the building. What's up, DJ? David Johnston in the building. Let's get it, baby. There he is. Hurdler in the building. What's up, baby? How is everybody? You guys ready for a big night? 7-unit play goes tonight. Listen to me, you knuckleheads. You guys know I don't get on here and tout. But I will look you dead in your eye when I'm running hot, and I'll tell you I'm running hot. $50 for a 7-unit play. I mean, grab it if that's what you want to do. I'd much rather you just spend $99 for 7 days. That's 7 days of NBA for $99. You can't beat that. Can't beat it, man. Nah, I thank you, Moses. Thank you. But, you know, I want you guys to get on it, man. I want you guys to get on this 7-day package. I also want you to get on the Super Bowl props. And when you buy that package for the Super Bowl props, I'm also going to give you my Super Bowl pick. Okay? Matter of fact, I'll just tell you guys my Super Bowl pick. I'm not trying to hide it. I'm not playing it big, but I will be on the 49ers. I think their front seven is too good. I think they're going to exploit those two guards of Kansas City. I think they're going to rush him up the middle. I think that run game and that brain of Shanahan is going to keep Kansas City off the field. 6 of Pat Mahomes' 8 losses have come in prime time. This is his first playoff game, not at home. I love Pat Mahomes. I love that offense. But I'm going to go with the run game and defense. So I'm going to play the 49ers. It's not going to be a big play for me, but the prop bets are going to be big plays for me. So I hope you guys get on that, okay? EP, I'm sorry, man. I know you're a big Chiefs guy. I'm sorry, man. Again, it's not a big play for me. When the line first came out, when the 2 championship games were over, I was on the Niners pretty big. But I'm still on the Niners, but not as big. I never bet it, but just my mental game. What's up, Pro Throw? How you doing, Evan? 2 EPs in the house. Everybody say what's up to Evan. I think he's fairly new in here. Everybody say welcome to Evan. We got 2 EPs. Glad to have you, Evan. Thanks for coming in, dude. But yeah, I have a couple of prop bets in that game, Potter, that I'm really hammering. Really hammering. Thanks for coming in, Evan. I appreciate you, man. Thanks for all the love on Twitter, too, man. I don't think that we can stop them. They'll play action to crowd. Yeah, I mean, I believe so, too. Niners got it, DJ. D-Rock, what's up, man? I leaned to 5 props before I got 1 locked in. Will both teams score a field goal of 33 yards or more? Yes. Okay. I'm about to lock in. Will Patrick Mahomes win the MVP? No. Okay. Too much talent. All right. There you go. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, welcome, Evan. Thanks for coming in, bro. I hear you, Flick. I hear you, bro. We'll see, man. We'll see. I've got a couple of prop bets picked out so far that I have really hammered. Really hammered, and I will continue to, man. Need a real capper. I hear you, bro. Hey, that's important. You know, you got to find somebody that you're comfortable with, that you not only get along with, but you respect. You feel like they're honest. And I hate to say it, niceness is good, but in the end, you need somebody that wins, right? So I totally get it. I will tell you this, man. This is what I do. This is what I do. I don't have a day job. This is what I do. So I do it well, but I don't ever try to oversell myself, Evan. I'm the best one in the NBA. Period. And I've had some big time seasons in Major League Baseball and the NFL, college football. I'm done doing hockey. I'm not doing hockey anymore. I've laid off college basketball this season just to focus on the NBA. I believe it's helped. So there you go. I just think that everyone and their mother are going to make take Mahomes to win MVP more often than not is sleep. Okay, yep. Okay, I hear you, Flick. I'm okay with that. I wouldn't count out a 49ers defensive player winning it. I really wouldn't. You're in the right spot, Evan. All right, EP. Mike, I heard Garoppolo over under 3.5 rushing yards. Really? I don't know that I've seen that one, Danny. I'll look. What's up, Ninja? What's up, baby? How you living, man? I've got no doubt that he's going to put up 300 plus. We'll see, Flick. We'll see. I know, Ninja. I know, man. It's good to see you, bro. Yeah, Evan. Thank you for coming in, man. Bosa worth it. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, I really believe they're going to move Bosa inside over the guard some. Those guards for Kansas City are not great in my opinion. All right, Ninja. Thank you, bro. All depends on the swing of the game, and I just highly doubt that Mahomes will shred his way through this defense. Yeah. Evan, my site is MikeDavisWins.com. I used to be on a site called Doc Sports. I chose to leave them this past June, I think it was. And now I have my own site, MikeDavisWins.com. But I'll be honest with you, I do most of my business not really through the site. I do it here on YouTube and through Twitter and through my text message. So my number's right there on the screen. Get in touch with me anytime. Yeah, Ninja's in the building, D-Rock. So is LaGrange, baby. LaGrange in the building. What do you guys want to look at for tonight? Let's talk about something. Let me see what we got here, boys. Let's get something going. We got to make a little money. We got to make a little money. You know, today's a new day. We can talk all we want to about how we haven't lost in forever, but that doesn't matter. We got to win again tonight, right? Got a Marine brother who's MGM. They took a $95,000 bet on Kansas City today. $16,000 also in Kansas. Yeah, that's a lot of money, man. The Hawks did play well. Your brother knew me from. I got you, EP. Got you, bro. Ninja, you crazy, man. What'd you think about LeBron over 29.5 points? What's up, Lamont? How you doing, bro? Yeah, I thought we might take a look at some of these props. I don't think Luka Doncic is playing tonight. Has that been confirmed? I think he's out tonight. That's why you see such a big line on that Houston game. I'm looking around, Ninja, to see if we can find the word. I do have a big 7-unit play going tonight. I will tell you that, Ninja. I'll also tell you that you know me, man. You've been around long enough. I'm seeing it well, dude. Seeing it really well. Denver, Milwaukee. Look out for. What's up, T-Sizzle? Couple of weeks, is it? I thought it was one game. Do the Raptors come out on their heels tonight? Man, I'm gonna tell you something. You guys are about to. Well, I don't know. You guys are pretty knowledgeable, so I doubt y'all will think I'm crazy. I think the Toronto coach, what's his name? Nurse? Is it? I can't remember his name. I think the Toronto Raptors head coach gets the most out of his team out of anybody in the league. Is it Nick Nurse? Is that? I forget. I can't remember. But I believe that team plays harder and more team basketball than any team in the league. Yeah, Nick Nurse. Yeah. I really believe that, guys. What'd you say, Lamont? You said right now. Let's see what you say, bud. Oh, I got you. You all right, Lamont? But I think that team plays harder, and it's on a side, Ninja, and they get more out of he gets more out of that team than any team in the league. I believe that 100%. Yeah, I agree with Miami too. EP, I do. Um, but man, you watch those. I mean, here's the difference between um, Toronto and Miami this year, in my opinion, Potter. You know, you take guys like Siakam and Van Vliet. Those guys missed a lot of games. Um, Gasol missed some games. I mean, Lowry missed some games. They were playing with scrubs, Toronto, quote unquote scrubs. And those guys were hustling, diving all over the floor for the basketball, beating good teams when they were severely undermanned. I love the way that team plays. So somebody asked me, I can't remember who it was, will they come out on their heels tonight? I'm just never going to bet that they are. Hey, listen, it's certainly possible that Detroit wins that game tonight. I'm not saying that. I'm just giving you a betting strategy or perspective from me when it comes to the way I look at teams in the NBA. I don't want to be on the opposite side of Toronto very often. Okay, does that make sense? Sure, they're going to lose games. Hell, they've already lost a ton of games. All teams are going to lose games. But me, from a betting perspective, more often than not, I'm not going to be on the other side of them. Does that make sense? Because I know they're going to give it their all each and every night. They may not have it, but they can go 10 deep, and those guys are going to give it their all each and every night. Now, they are missing Hollis Jefferson tonight. I know he is out. And he's a good glue guy. I like him. Spolsters are close. Yep. Money, Mike. I got you, Lamont. Got you, bro. What's up, Dave? Toronto has a mid-2000 super Spurs vibe. Okay. I do, Lamont, but I've taken a break from it this year. I've been playing some of the sharp plays in college basketball, which were on point. But I haven't handicapped college basketball this year, which is good. I've been focused on the NBA. I'm going to lay off them tonight, getting ready to dive into. Okay, all right, Flick, fair enough. Again, I mean, they could lose tonight, but just from my perspective, I don't want to be on the opposing side of Toronto very often. Doesn't mean they won't lose tonight, because they may. I don't know, but just my particular opinion on them is no, not to be on the other side very often. I released Charlotte over the Knicks as an 8-unit play a few nights ago, and they started slowly, and they end up covering or whatever. The point of me saying that is a guy on Twitter asked me the next day in my direct messages. He says, Mike, if you don't mind me asking, who did you have last night? And I said, I had Charlotte. Well, his response to me, and it's fine. I mean, I bet on that team sometimes too. And I got to thinking to myself, like, okay, guys, it's okay. It's okay to follow certain teams. It's not a bad strategy at all. It's okay to pick out 7 or 8 teams and really follow them closely in the NBA. Having said that, most of the time when I'm releasing a big play or something, not only does it have to do with the team, but it also has to do with the situation. Okay? The situation is generally more of a deciding factor than the team. That makes sense. Now, when the team, because Charlotte, I mean, let's be honest, how many times do you really want to be betting on Charlotte this year? They're unpredictable as hell. They may not score 100 points. So they're a tough team to bet on. But it's a situation more than it is a team, if that makes sense. I just don't like backing teams on the second half back-to-back, especially teams over 600 on the fourth. Okay, that's fair. That's what I'm talking about situations, Flick. I understand it. I came back the next night, and I played a 7-unit play on Memphis over the same Knicks team. This time it was Memphis in New York. Both of them were playing the second of a back-to-back. Charlotte beat the Knicks the night before. I think I can't remember who Memphis beat the night before. It may have been Toronto. But they were both playing their third game in 4 nights. But why did I like Memphis in that game? with the Knicks being at home. Well, both of them had to travel to New York, so that was no big difference. Memphis has been playing some really good basketball. The Knicks started off pretty hot in that Charlotte game, but just fell completely apart. They're playing without a playmaker at the point guard position. One of the key factors, guys, Ja Morant in the Big Apple. Make no mistake about it, man. New York, their backs are against the wall almost every night at home because players get up to play in New York. Does that make sense? Players get up to play in New York. So there was a lot of factors in that as well. And, of course, that was the night that Jay Crowder stole the ball at the end and shot the three-pointer for some reason. I don't know why he did that. But so that was an easy winner. And then last night we came back with the 4-unit play. We had I had over 227, and it hit 228. So it was 121 to 107, and I can't even remember which game it was. Washington and Charlotte, I believe. 121 to 107. So anyway, seeing the board well. So let's take a look at some of the games for tonight. Again, that first game is Toronto at Detroit. It's a little bit of an early starting time for Detroit. They normally start a little later, I thought. 4.5 is Toronto. 223.5. I don't really have an opinion on it other than what I just said. What's up, Knopf? How you doing, bro? Good to see you, buddy. Roll Tide, baby. Knopf Singer loves the Tide. Chicago at Brooklyn. Brooklyn 5.5 with a total of 220. Chicago's been playing some pretty good basketball as of late. I personally believe Brooklyn is a better team. I personally believe Brooklyn is a better team without Kawhi. Kawhi, listen to me. Kyrie. Hell no, they'd be really good with Kawhi. Without Kyrie, I believe Brooklyn plays better team basketball without Kyrie. For what it's worth. I don't know. But I don't have a lean on the game. If I was gonna give you a lean on that game, it'd be Chicago. But I doubt I'll put any money on that. Hey, Evan, you still in here, bro? All right, Dallas at Houston. We mentioned earlier Luka is out of that game. You're looking at a 9.5 point spread, up from 8.5. A total of 236.5, which may be a little high without Luka, guys. When I first took a look at that, my first impression of that game was that total may be a little high. Capella's out. One thing I don't like to do, and now that we're mentioning things, I don't like to play. Yeah, thank you, Dave. I don't like to play. I'm not going to say Ninja. I don't like to play unders with Houston involved. And Dallas have pushed the pace a little bit too. But Dallas, their efficiency comes with Luka having the ball in his hands. So I could certainly see like a 118 to 110 type game here, right? Or a 120 to 104 type game. Or, I just think that total's high. So far out of the 3 games, I would lean towards the under in that game. Will I put money on it? I'm not sure. But I thought that total was high for what it's worth. Now, shit, they may score that many in the first half. But I just thought the total was high. Memphis at New Orleans, that's another high total, 242.5. But in this particular case, I believe that's warranted. I believe you'll see points galore in that basketball game. Both of these teams, especially Memphis, has been playing really good basketball, man. I mean, New Orleans was playing some good ball before Zion came back or made his debut, and they're starting to click a little bit too. Which one are you talking about, Lamont? So that's a high total, but I think there'll be a lot of points in that game. But you know, will each team get 121? I don't know. So, like we were talking the other day, who's the Mavs sleeper for offensive production? Well, yeah, right. I agree, Dave. So, again, I think that total's too high. The Dallas-Houston total, I think it's too high. I think there's a little value on the under there. Now, whether or not I will play it, I don't know, because that would go against one of my things that I don't like to do is play the under in Houston games. So, Memphis and New Orleans, high total. That line is shot from 4.5 to 7.5. So the first thing I would check on that game, I said the under in Dallas and Houston, Lamont. Dallas and Houston is worth a look, the under in that game. Because I'm just not sure where Dallas's production is going to come from. No Dwight Powell, no Luka Doncic. I don't know. I think it's worth a look. So the first thing I would do in that Memphis game is let's go and look and see what the injury updates are in that one. But obviously, somebody must be hurt in that one, I would think. You like Memphis in that one, Lamont? Memphis has been playing some good basketball. Really good basketball. Oh, I know why that shot up is because of the suspensions from the other night. The big man got suspended. Clark looks like he's out. Jackson got suspended. Guterich got suspended. Yeah, so that's why that jumped. Brandon Clark has really been playing some good basketball off the bench for Memphis. He may have even gotten some starts as of late, but he's been playing some really good basketball. He's out tonight, and then Jaren Jackson Jr. is out as well. Guterich, also a glue guy, is also out. So might be one, to kind of steer clear of. I might even lean towards New Orleans if I'm being completely honest. Evan, I'm not going to say, bro. I just because what I want to do is go through and talk about all the games, and if I tell you which game it's on, then I'll just tell you this, man. It's a winner. It's a winner. What's up, David? David, how you doing, brother? Even less. Yeah, right. Do I like OKC tonight? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Evan, man. No offense, bro. Sometimes I'll say what game it is, and sometimes I won't. What's up, David? David, how you doing, bro? Yeah, I agree, Dave. I just, could be less defense. Certainly hurts them on the offensive end, too, because I think Jaren Jackson is really starting to play better basketball. I think that guy's got, I don't know about star potential written all over him, but I think he could be on the verge of making some all-star teams. All right, David, keep it up, bro. So I think that's certainly going to shorthand them a good bit. Oklahoma City at Phoenix. Wow, Oklahoma City -1 on the road, 223.5 as a total. John Morant over, could be enough, could be. Attaboy, David. Are they still racing Greyhounds, bro? I thought they were putting that to. I thought they were doing away with Greyhound racing, man. In Florida, dude. I thought maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I don't know if you're in Florida, but I thought where I read that they were getting rid of Greyhound racing, man, which is sad because I grew up doing some Greyhound racing now. Let's take a look at these. Let's see. Baines is out. Cameron Johnson is out. Kaminsky is out. And that really slows them down on the front line. Oklahoma City. Australia. Got you, bro. Got you. Let's see. Oklahoma City coming off a 10-point loss at home to Dallas. Greyhound still going? That's right. That's right, now. Played the Thunder, crushed them. No Ayton for Phoenix in that last match. Okay. What are your thoughts on Doc saying the Clippers will bring it home for Kobe? Yeah, I mean, I saw that. I believe the Clippers are the best team in the league. Flick, in a 7-game series, I think they're the best team in the league. But some things could change at the trade deadline. I think the Lakers would love to get somebody like a Robert Covington from Minnesota. I think he would help the Lakers a good bit. Now, whether or not they can get him, we'll see. But he can shoot the long ball, and he can play defense. And they're going to need some defensive stops in the playoffs. I think the Lakers and the Clippers are the two best teams. I think the Clippers are better, and they've shown that so far. They've played them twice so far this year, and they beat them both times. So, and obviously the game earlier this week, out of respect for Kobe, was postponed. So we'll get to see that matchup a couple more times. Let's see. My 3-team parlay is Buffalo, Canisius, and okay. All right, some small favorites there in college basketball, Lamont. All right, good luck, my brother. Ebro, Florida, near Panama City. Yeah, I was in Monticello, Florida, D-Rock. I had to drive to Monticello, Florida. And then get blown out by the Kings. Yeah, the Clippers. Yeah, they did, man. And Kawhi, I don't think Kawhi played any in that. I heard that too, David. I heard they were having a few issues internally with the Clippers, that some of the role players for the Clippers don't like the way Kawhi and Paul George are being treated, where they're getting special treatment. So, I don't know. Kawhi needs to stay. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think about Lakers spread today? Big number. Yeah, it is a big number. You're looking at 12.5 or 13 points. That's a big one. Yeah, they don't like the favoritism. Right. No, you're right. College, I like Princeton minus 5.5 over Dartmouth. Okay. You guys throw them out there, man. A lot of these guys, man, are well respected. Let me answer a couple text messages real quick. Good stuff, man. Good stuff. Seriously, though, with Paul George back, was it really that shocking that Kawhi suddenly had back pain? I, I actually think he had some back pain, Dave. I really do. I think that's a game Kawhi Leonard wanted to play in. With it being the first game back, it gives me. You saw me shake right there. It gives me chill bumps, man. I mean, look at that. With the first game back at the Staples Center since Kobe's accident, I think he wanted to play. I think he landed wrong or something in pregame, and it happened right before tip-off. I mean, we're talking about 5-10 minutes before tip-off. So I really think he wanted to play. I think that was just a freak accident. The Yale game, unless Clippers are playing what they deem to be a meaningful game, I just don't think we'll see Mac. Possibly. The good news about the Clippers is they're deep. Just last night they didn't, give Sacramento some credit. They played better. You like Yale this year, Naf? Got you. Any thoughts on Denver versus the Bucks? Denver coming off a hard-fought game last night versus Utah. Milwaukee now laying what is it, 13 points tonight, Tyler? Right, a lot of injuries, so Milwaukee can blow any team out. I mean, they can blow any team out. The lines went from 9.5 to 12.5, so let's take a quick look. Yale's for real, D-Rock says. Okay. All right, let's see what we got. Detroit, Oakland over. Plumlee, Millsap, Murray. Gary Harris might not play. Vincenzo's out for the Bucks. George Hill's out for the Bucks. Mike, you said it's the best team. What's your reason? Are you saying in a 7-game series, Clippers are the best, or you think the collection of talents? Both, Knopfsinger. Defense, defense, defense. I mean, you got Patrick Beverly, you got Kawhi Leonard, you got Paul George, you got Montrezl Harrell, Harkless. You've got some guys that can absolutely defend. And in a 7-game series, that comes to light. I'll tell you guys this, and a lot of handicappers won't tell you this. The money, and don't get me wrong, I still want you guys to be on my postseason plays, but picture this: 16 teams make the playoffs. Those first rounds, you can find some good value. Then it goes down to 8 teams. You can still find some good. When it gets down to 4 teams and 2 teams, it becomes very difficult to predict who will win those games against the spread. So be mindful of that when you start wanting to bet the NBA playoffs, okay? And people say, well, Mike, you're an idiot for telling folks that. I mean, you're in the business to make money. No, I'm not. I'm in the business to help other people win. And it's very important to know that. It's very difficult to start predicting against the spread as the number of choices across the board are smaller and smaller, if that makes sense. Like Rhode Island, let's see, 12.5. Yep, 12.5 is on the Bucks. I hope that makes sense, Naf. I think they're the best defensive team, and I think Kawhi Leonard's really good. It'd be a good 7-game series with the Lakers, but they have to prove the Lakers have to prove that they can beat the Clippers. They haven't beaten them yet. I don't know, 2 title would be nice if Denver can keep it close. Then we hammer the Bucks. Yeah, possibility. Lou Williams made $8 million. Lou Williams is a stud. Lou Williams is an absolute stud. Probably their most clutch guy is Lou Williams. I mean, people say, what about Kawhi, Mike? Yeah, I mean, you can make that argument. But if you got one shot to make, the game on the line, I probably want Lou taking it, man. But you guys know already that Lou's my favorite player in the NBA. So I was looking at this Denver game. 3rd game in 4 nights. 4th game in 6 nights. 5th game in 8 nights. 6th game in 10 nights. 7th game in 12 nights. 8th game in 13 nights. This is their 8th game in 13 days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Maybe even 12 days if I'm not doing the math right. But anyway, Denver has played a lot of basketball as of late. I think they're probably going to get housed. I think Denver probably gets rolled tonight, boys. That's a good question, Flick. Probably. But Houston is a team that I don't like to bet on or against. I just do not know which team's going to show up. It's so unpredictable, man. They are so unpredictable. I mean, they could lose by 20 in the first half and come out and win by 35 in the second half. Honest to God. I just never seen anything like it. The Bucks are fairly rested. I know they went to Paris and played Charlotte on January 24th. They came back and played Washington 4 nights later and scored 151 points. The Bucks should roll Denver tonight, guys. They should roll Denver for what it's worth. Now, if you want to play a first half play on it, wait until the second half, whatever you want to do. But the Bucks should roll. Man, that's a lot of games for Denver, guys. That's a lot of games in the last 12 nights. So listen to this. Riddle me this. Listen. Since January 19th, they played the 19th, 20th, 22nd, 24th, 26th, 28th, 30th, and 31st tonight. That's 8 games since January 19th. In that same period of time, Milwaukee has played 3. Tonight will be 4. So half the games. Okay? So I know they went overseas to Paris, but I mean, they're back from that. They scored 151 in their first game back. They allowed 131 to Washington, but that's because Washington goes up and down the court. Remember? The other night they played without Antetokounmpo, and we had Chris Middleton, etc. Tonight, Milwaukee should roll them. And Denver's banged up. Okay? So take it for what it's worth. I will tell you that's not my big play. That's not my big play. I will tell you that. So that was a good question you brought up there, Tyler. Thank you, bro. Denver at Milwaukee is one we just talked about, and Portland at the Lakers. That line, 12.5 up to 13. And coming off the high, yeah, it could be a little bit of a letdown. I think just fatigue itself, Dave. Utah played like trash last night. Donovan Mitchell scored 2 points, if I remember correctly. I think Donovan Mitchell only scored 2 points last night versus Denver. Crazy. I did want to take a look at a couple of props here before I jumped off, guys. I encourage all of you to get on a 7-unit play tonight or just get on the week package, $99. Also, don't forget the Super Bowl prop bets coming up on Super Bowl Sunday. $50, you get my play, which I've already given everybody. I'm going to play the Niners small. And you'll get the prop bets. All right, let's see. Let's take a look in that Bucks game real quick. Add a couple of props. First prop I always like to look at is points, rebounds, plus assists. Antetokounmpo is 48.5. What's up, Clayton? How you doing, brother? Capitals. Oh, you talking hockey? Okay, minus a half goal in the first period. Okay, appreciate it, Clayton. You like the hockey, huh? Good stuff, man. You think Kansas City wins, Lamont? I don't know, man. I don't know. Penguins are easy money tonight. You guys like that hockey, huh? He's doing good, Clayton. He's doing good, man. I appreciate that, bud. He's at the University of Georgia, and still taking baby steps. But I thank you for asking, man. Hopefully he'll keep doing well. I know, Lamont. I know Kansas City's got a lot of speed, brother. But what they don't have is good guard play. And the 49ers are loaded defensively, and I think they're going to get after Patrick Mahomes. You guys like Kansas City, huh? You guys like new school football. I like the old school football. So let's see what happens, right? I will tell you this: the prop plays I have in that game are tremendous. I'm not going to go. I'm not going to go out on a limb with either one of the teams. What's he studying? He's going to get a business degree and then go to law school. Flick. He's going to get a business degree and then go to law school. So, and my daughter's getting a psychology degree. Phone's about to die. I'll see you next time. Maybe go. All right, T-Sizzle. Be good, man. Thanks for coming in, brother. I appreciate you, man. I wanted to give everybody a prop bet before I got out of here. I did give you a free play. I do think Milwaukee wins easily tonight. I really do. Yeah, he is, Flick. He is. But he's a determined young man. He actually called me Wednesday, I believe. He had his first test in college at the University of Georgia. It's a tough college. And he was worried. It was a biology class. He called me. He said, "Dad, I made 100 on the test." I said, 100? He said, "Yeah, 100." So he's working hard. He's working hard. I'm hoping he can continue his success. He's a smart kid. So we'll see. No, he's going to be taking care. I hope so. I hope so now. I've taken care of them long enough, right? Antetokounmpo, 48.5 with points, rebounds, and assists. Man, that's a lot, dude. That's a lot. But, I mean, Middleton scored 50 last game. You didn't get a random text from me, Clayton. 513 on the app I use to text is my area code. 513. That's not my personal number. It's an app I use, but it's the same thing. It's a text message, so. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think I'm just going to take Milwaukee as a free play, guys. I think the Bucks win, man. I think they win big. I will say this. If that's a tight game at halftime, I wouldn't mind unloading a good bit of money on that in the second half for what it's worth, okay? So keep an eye on that. Also, if you haven't, just take this number down. There's my number right there on the screen, Clayton. I don't know what I was thinking. I went looking for it. 513-645-3328. My email address is also on the screen, MikeDavisWins@gmail.com. And, of course, you can follow me on Twitter at MikeDavisWins. These are all the ways down here below that you can, purchase plays if you're in the market for that. PayPal, Venmo, Cash App. I can always invoice you, whatever you want. Really killing it right now in the NBA, guys. Really killing it. And I've been destroying the NBA props as well as the NFL props as of late. So just absolutely destroying the books. So hopefully that keeps going. And while I'm hot, I like to fire at them. And I will be firing at them again tonight. Big 7-unit play. So hope you guys jump on it, man. Bucks halftime line or full game. I would probably play a full game, Lamont. I would look at them in the first half. But what I would probably do, if I'm being honest, is I'd probably play the full game with the Bucks, and then I would look and see how close the game is at halftime. Let's just say for Denver has the lead at halftime, then I would probably unload a good chunk of change on the Bucks in the second half. That's probably the way I would play that game. I'd probably play the Bucks fairly small, 2 units or so for the game. But if the game was really close at halftime, I might unload a little bit on Milwaukee because I think Denver's going to get tired in the second half. All right, Clayton, be good, man. Lillard points over. I'm going to go through and look at the props right now, Flick, over the next 30 minutes. So if you want to shoot me a text or send me a message on Twitter, I'll let you know if I come up with anything, okay? Lamont, same thing, man. I'm going to look at them over the next, 30 minutes or so. I'm about to go study them upstairs in the upstairs office. And, if you want to shoot me a text or something, I'll try to get it to you, okay? But for right now, we'll just stick with the Bucks. I'll go full game with the Bucks, okay? All right, boys, I'm jumping off. Huge. I say huge 7-unit play goes tonight. Make sure you grab it. Shoot me a text, whatever you need. Yeah, Melo's not playing tonight for Portland. He's still upset about Kobe. So I totally understand it. But if you need me, boys, just shoot me a text, okay? Or Twitter message me or whatever you need to. My email's right there, too. So if anybody needs anything, just let me know. Other than that, man, good luck. Milwaukee Bucks tonight. I think they win. I think they win fairly convincingly. All right, boys, that's what I have. Y'all be good. Turn them. Enjoyed it. See y'all later. See you, boys. Good luck, baby.